Pro Sports and Gaming Podcast channel. I'm your host, Real. Man, I got a banger for y'all today. EA just dropped the Dynasty Deep Dive here for College Football 25. So let's go ahead and get into it, man. This is where I'll be spending most of my time playing the game. So I'm super excited, not going to lie.
Hey everyone, Kirk Herbstreit here with EA Sports College Football 25, back for another deep dive. This time we're talking about everyone's favorite mode, Dynasty. Online Dynasty in College Football 25 can accommodate up to 32 teams, and you can play with friends for up to 30 seasons. Today we'll take a closer look at the new 12.
Just to keep it 100, man, one of my favorite things about the college football game is that there's so many teams you can choose from. You can choose to play with a low-level team and you can bring them up to the top and win a natty with them or make them better. But on Madden, you only have like 32 teams. So that's one of my favorite things about the college football game, just right off the bat.
12-team college football playoff, recruiting, the transfer portal, and a ton of customization options to make your program unique. College football has seen seismic changes over the past few years. And in EA Sports College Football 25, you can experience this new landscape while building your program the way you want. The 2024 season marks the debut of the new 12-team college football playoff, and you can play it first in the game months before the real thing. You could be the first coach to lead your school through the new.
Man, the playoffs is also one of the things I'm excited about, man. You don't have to necessarily be Alabama or LSU so you can make the national title game. You can be, a Colorado and, you can finish at number 11 and still potentially get in that title game. So that's something I'm excited about. And I did not love the BCS system back in the day. So the playoffs is always a green light for me.
12-team playoff and hoist the college football playoff trophy. Recruiting is the lifeblood of college football. And in a world of unlimited transfers, managing your dynasty roster has never been more important. Evaluate your needs and opportunities for talent upgrades at the start of each.
They for sure are right about the transfers, man. These kids are transferring at an alarming rate. I'm talking every year sometimes. They probably should place a cap on it about twice. I hope on the game is not as drastic as it is in real life, man, because I'll be losing players I need every year just because they're not starting, or even if they're starting sometimes, dog, they'll still jump ship on you. So let's just hope, it's not as drastic as it is in real life. And even in real life, man, they should put some reins on the transfer portal and put some type of rules in it, because if you're transferring every year, dog, that's not going to help you regardless. You're probably not going to the NFL anyway if you can't stay where you're at and fight through adversity.
Each season. The best way to build a powerhouse is to recruit through the high school ranks. So let's fill up your recruiting board. Each year, over 3,500 high school recruits are generated from all over the country, with certain regions representing real-world hotspots for blue-chip talent, like South Florida and Metro Atlanta. Do research to find recruits that best fit your program. And
on the low, that's lit too, man, because on the old NCAA, sometimes, you might catch a 5-star in like Wyoming or something like that, man. It don't happen in real life. 5 stars, they come from Florida, Texas, Georgia, South Carolina, North Carolina, Alabama, those types of states. So I'll be spending most of my time in Florida, Georgia, Carolinas, so I can get the top talent over at Colorado or the Gamecocks or whoever I'm playing with.
Determine who you can realistically land. A recruit's interest in your school is decided by 14 different pitch grades like proximity to home, playing time, and brand exposure. So you'll need to discover how your program's pitch grades align with your recruit's desires, in addition to scouting for talent. Some players have a deal breaker requirement, and if your program cannot provide, the recruit will lock you out. Deal breakers also drive a player's decision to enter the transfer portal. Monitor at-risk players and get one last chance to convince your favorites to stay. Track your recruits as they narrow down their top schools. Pitch a prospect to gain more interest, and then set up school visits when the timing is right. It's crucial to remain in their top 10, then 8, then 5 to finally be part of their top 3. As a recruit trims down to the top 8, you can attempt to increase your appeal. If your school doesn't have exactly what the prospect is looking for, you can try to sway their opinion in your favor. Plan visits that elevate a recruit's experience, like pairing a quarterback visit with a wide receiver visit at the same time. It's crucial to keep an eye on the transfer portal when it opens in the offseason to round out your roster with talent you couldn't land from recruiting.
I've heard rumors that you could DM recruits that are already committed. Man, if you can do that, man, look, EA went crazy. I'm just saying the game looks like it could be the best game of the year or one of the best games of this past maybe 5 or 6 years or decade or so. If the on play game actually lives up to the aesthetics, man, because in Dynasty Mode right now, the attention to detail that they are paying is amazing, man.
Portal prospects to your board just like you would with recruiting, but expect quick decisions as transfers have a shorter timeline to land a new home. Conference realignment is a hot topic in college football. And with custom conferences in EA Sports College Football 25, Dynasty is yours to control. See what a 20-team super conference might look like, or revert to the traditional conference alignment.
Dog, they just had the Pac-12 with 2 teams in there. I know it's real life and they really got 2 teams right now, but come on, man. Let them boys join another conference, another league or something. Do something with them boys. 2 teams, like they deserve no play for the college football national title or the playoffs if they don't have a tough schedule because there's only 2 teams. But anyway.
Shape the conference size and membership and set custom conference rules, set up divisions and more. Once you've settled your conference options, it's time to select your team. Begin with a highly ranked team and dominate at the top with repeat recruiting and playoff success. Or build from the ground up with a smaller program and prove you have what it takes to go from an unknown to postseason favorite. We can't talk about your dynasty without talking about your starting job. Start as an offensive or defensive coordinator and climb the ranks to head coach, or take over a program as the head coach right away. Choose from one of the 3 base coaching types to start.
Me, myself, I'll probably choose a recruiter just because, man, like it says here, it's about the Jimmies and the Joes, man. The X's and the O's is fine, but you can call the best play call. But if your left guard can't block, it doesn't matter. Or if your receiver can't get open, it doesn't matter, man. So I want the best players, and to get the best players, you have to recruit in the portal, in high school, whichever one, doesn't really matter. Just get the best talent.
Your coach type will determine what coaching skill tree you start with. From there, the abilities you acquire as you progress will determine what kind of coach you develop into. Unlock additional skill trees with better abilities. Or if you build up multiple skill trees, you can unlock hybrid trees that leverage a more diverse skill set. The coaching carousel is an important part of every coach's journey. Whether you're the head man at your dream school or working your way up, the carousel is your way of fielding offers from other programs. Head coaches in Dynasty can actively manage their coordinator positions. So if one of your staff takes a job elsewhere, or you decide to cut ties for other reasons, you can use the carousel to replace them. Remember, even the greatest coaches need support, and every coach has a unique skill tree. It's important to think about how you want to build your staff. Whether that's doubling down on your existing strengths to max out your benefits or seeking out balance for a well-rounded staff. Choose wisely. The decisions you make here will matter to your program's success and your coach's progression. The benefits of coach talents are stackable. So if your head coach and defensive coordinator have the same ability, the impact for that ability will be greater. Well, that's it for today's deep dive into Dynasty Mode in EA Sports College Football 25. To make it game day every day this season, pre-order the MVP bundle.
All right, man. That's it for the Dynasty Deep Dive for College Football 25. Man, I can't wait. I've been waiting about 10 years for this game. Tell me how you guys feel about this mode, man. I believe they paid a lot of attention to detail. It looks like it's going to be lots of fun. If you want to add my game tag, it's HellRail with 2 L's 2044. HellRail 2044 on the PS5. Add me so we can get some gaming on. Man, this is the Pro Sports and Gaming podcast channel. I'm your host, Real. Man, make sure you like, share, and also subscribe. Hey, I'm out. Let's get it.